Hey fairies! Okay, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Do I do just want to mention right off the jump that there's a lot of distractions going on right now, and I can feel a very heavy and claustrophobic energy. And it's really difficult to put into words, but if you know kind of what I'm describing, then that would be a lot easier, I think. And I think the biggest part to take from what I'm trying to articulate is the fact that you're okay. You're all right. You're doing great. And regardless of what other people tell you, or regardless of what people think of you, all that really matters at the end of the day is what you do for yourself and how you go about growing, how you go about your spiritual routines and your routines in general, how you go about just kind of growing as a person and getting to know your best self. Um there has been a lot of things that have been kind of stopping me from making this video, and regardless of the fact that I just simply didn't want to do this today, um it typically is either something getting deleted, or it's something stopping, or it's just this feeling of, is this right? Should I be doing this? Do I want to do this? Is it a good time? Is it divine time? uh 9 times out of 10, if you instantly just all of a sudden have this feeling that you should do something, it probably is divine timing. And I'm really trying to establish the fact that taking taking yourself seriously is probably the most important part right now. I think is exactly what I'm trying to say, because I'm getting a very heavy energy of kind of this fear of doing so. Kind of a fear of looking at yourself and saying, "Wow, I I kind of did way more than I am aware of doing." And I'm doing so much for myself that I don't even give myself space to enjoy it. I don't even give myself time to appreciate what I've done for myself. So it is going to be that much harder to find somebody who is going to appreciate the things that you do, um, when you don't appreciate the things that you do. And I'm not saying that you're the only reason that somebody is not loving you properly right now. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is the fact that when you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, "Dang, like I don't really feel worth it. I don't really feel like I'm happy with what I see. I don't really feel like anybody else is going to be happy with what they see either." And the way that they portray me is not going to be sufficient. And that's just, that couldn't be further from the truth, because I mean, the fact that you have come so far is absolutely astonishing. I will say, if you've come this far and you have held yourself simultaneously, then that is a whole nother form of um of marinating within your own self-worth. Because yes, maybe it is really difficult to see what you're worth, but if you can at least marinate in it and acknowledge it within yourself, even if you don't know how to kind of express that externally, that's okay. You don't have to do that just yet. You don't know how to do, excuse me, confirmation verb. You don't have to know how to do all of the little things is basically just what you don't know how to have to do. Stutter energy. So I really feel like something is going on. I just feel like something is going on, and I know you hear that in every tarot reading ever, but I feel like it's really getting down to the nitty gritty real quick. Is getting down to the nitty gritty, okay? And I genuinely feel like there is something in these cards for both of us, because there is something that is very intensely pulling me to do this right now, and I just don't want to. I just want to eat junk food, and like I really want to process what I'm experiencing personally, but maybe this will push both of us to kind of understand what we're both feeling. I've had personally a lot of people that have really given me a hard time about coming this far. Really, 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 and truly have made me feel absolutely awful about even seeing myself to this point. Even seeing myself to this point, even establishing who I am at this point, okay? And I want to establish that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And I am still within myself understanding this. So when I say these things, it comes from a place of truth because it is very difficult for me to sit with myself and say, you know what? I deserve myself. You know what? Regardless of what anybody else thinks. I deserve me. I know it's gonna hurt people. I know my truth is gonna clash with others. I know my personality is going to clash with others as well. That's okay. Because I am not being served. I'm sitting at this table and I've been waiting. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for what feels like eternity. And it's absolutely getting to the point that I'm just starving. I'm starving and I have nothing. And I can have all the food in the world physically. I can have whatever I want, but I'm sitting here waiting for something that's not being delivered to me after I already got my order taken. I already got that thing. I already got that thing jotted, okay? So now I'm just sitting here waiting for the results of everything that I've been putting into the atmosphere. And I truly feel that it's not being reciprocated. And I think the simple fact of the matter is because I'm not expecting it to be reciprocated. I'm not expecting that. But I know I deserve it. So we're gonna talk about this magician card real quick, okay? I gotta get into formation. So this magician card is a very important card to me. It's very significant and it's very relevant to my personal experience. And I do feel that without this magician card, I would not have as much I would not have as much of myself within this deck. So, um when I do pull this card, I don't pull it very frequently, but when I do, I really feel like I'm doing something right. I feel like I'm doing something that's finally paying off. So, when I'm sitting here saying all these things and establishing, wow, I really deserve so much more, and I feel like I've come this far, um, to really hold myself, to really see myself. And the fact that I'm still sitting here waiting for the results of holding myself up to this point is just honestly, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because I'm really waiting for somebody to sit at my table. I'm waiting for somebody to sit at my table, but my table should already be full. My table should already have been sold out. My table have had already should have been RSVP'd, okay? I know I don't make a lot of sense right now. I know that I'm stuttering. I know that my words are not coming out the way that I want it to, but it is all part of the energy that is in the atmosphere. It is all part of it. I'm gonna cut the deck right here. Okay, so let me explain what had just happened. While I was pulling this. Okay, so I was just about to cut the deck, right? And then my fingers kind of slipped right off, and then it just picked that one up. Okay, so now I got this, and what I did have is what is essentially the opposing idea of being able to hold yourself. It's kind of like a clash. It's the opposite of meeting your inner child. So, I've been doing a really exponentially extremely good job at meeting myself, but the issue is that I don't feel I deserve to. I don't feel like I have the right to. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. And when I'm pulling this, I'm trying to cut a half deck. I'm trying to pull it up, and my my grip just misses what I'm going for. So it's really like I'm reaching for something and I'm just short of it because I don't believe in myself, and it's so frustrating. That's genuinely what it comes down to, because I know a majority, everybody settled down, okay? All my haters. I know a majority of people do not believe in me. I get it. I've heard it. I've heard it all before. Time and time again. I can't get enough of it personally. I mean, it's it's kind of like hilarious at this point. It's kind of almost flattering. All right? It's kind of almost flattering how many people hate on my brand, because I know there's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be so raw and real. I know there's nothing wrong with my brand. I know expressing yourself and being happy with who you are is absolutely nothing to be disappointed in yourself about. So I'm sitting here and I know the truth about myself. Maybe I literally don't know anything else. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But what I do know is that I deserve balance, okay? And what else I know is that I am not receiving it. I'm not receiving justice. I'm not receiving balance. And I'm angry and I'm frustrated and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from not receiving something that is rightfully what should be my birth experience. And I know I'm saying I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm this, I'm that, but what I'm not trying to say is that you should just go out and spite your enemies. Don't do that on behalf of what I'm saying. What you should do is show your enemies who you are. That's really what matters, because yes, I'm gonna be angry. I've experienced so much spite, so much hatred, so much slander and disrespect. And maybe you feel this too, but I'm just at the point that I can't take it anymore from people that I really love. So um when you feel that way, and then you have to go out into the world and act like everything is okay, and hold down your job and hold down whatever living situation you are encountering for yourself, and just be, a pretty good roundabout person. It is really difficult. I know I'm getting off topic. I'm going a different way than I intended to, but what I am just trying to say is that at the end of the day, you really need the reciprocation. Okay, let's get it. Can I get a yeah, let me hear it for reciprocation? Can I get a yer? Can I get a yer for reciprocation, please? I want to hear it all the way from the back, okay? So, um, we basically just have like, and I always talk about how the Triforce, there's three of these people here. It's a Triforce, right? Like, I know I sound absolutely insane, and that's okay. That's okay. It's my brand, baby. So I want to be me if I wasn't crazy, okay? So um I really do believe that we have a Triforce energy here. And when you have this Triforce energy, okay, let's warm it up. Let's warm it up. Blah blah blah. Um, it basically symbolizes that you have the equivalent of Okay, hear me out. You have the equivalent of what is a food pyramid, but you have it for your soul instead. You have it for yourself instead. You have taken a good ratio of every part of life and tried to kind of embellish it into one personality, one being, one perspective. And when you have that, you are capable of establishing your own life for yourself. You are capable of going on about your day, going on about your business, going on about being yourself because you know dang well that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve, and that's why you feel so alone because you know deep down that there's not a lot of people who are capable of withholding that energy of sitting with yourself in time of crisis, okay? Let me preach real quick because what it comes down to is the fact that you don't really deserve to feel like you're continuously falling and continuously putting all of the bricks to your wall in order to keep yourself safe back up. What you deserve is to just go live your life in the first place. Okay? I know this sounds so scripted, but it's really not. I'm just putting all this energy out. I'm putting all this energy out, okay? This is either gonna sound really scripted to you or it's gonna sound totally the opposite. And if it sounds totally opposite, then thank you very much, okay? Okay, so basically, I've gotten this so many times, and I just really feel like you're experiencing a life that you don't have to keep fighting for. Because I said in two other videos that you're kind of putting your weapon down, and yes, that is true. Confirmation burp. But at the same time, you're also trying to establish a playing field for yourself that you don't have to play so unfairly. You don't feel the need to play unfairly. That's what it really is. Because I feel like you might be somebody who has kind of tried to play by your own self, play with your soul, play with your life. You don't want to play by the rules that somebody else made that kind of rigged the game in the first place. Is exactly what I'm getting with this, because you're not here. Let me tell you something. You're not here to play by somebody else's rules. Like, I'm saying all these things, I feel like I'm losing it. Okay? And I feel like I'm losing it because I'm so upset. I'm so upset I even have to say this, okay? Because it's not fair. It's just not fair. And it is okay when something is not fair. Not everything is going to be fair. Yes, that is very true. But what really isn't fair is when somebody tells you that you don't deserve the space to feel like something is unfair. So if you go to somebody and you say, I really don't feel safe, I'm not happy, I feel like this isn't fair, it's not right, it's not just. And they say, well, you know, it's really not about you. It's really not all about you, is it? It's not right. No, it's not right. So that's okay. That's all right. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do this while I'm having like a difficult time. I guess that's just like the easiest way to say it. I'm having a difficult time and I'm trying to stay focused, and I will but it is really hard. And I'm trying to be raw with you guys because I do know that that this isn't easy for everybody to watch when I express myself in a manner that is um frust- being frustrated. I feel like I'm being poked. I feel like I'm like a big I feel like I'm a big vicious animal and I'm capable of some crazy stuff, and I feel like I'm continuously getting poked, and it's so frustrating because I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I won't. The only time that I would bite back is if somebody, like, my life was in danger out here, then yeah, I would probably be laying down the law real quick. But let's pull some more cards because I'm getting real distracted and I'm trying to channel with this energy that is absolutely suffocating and, as I have said, claustrophobic. It is super hard to channel with a oppressive and abrasive energy. And it also feels like I've been hearing hovering energy throughout the day. So it really feels like there is somebody who's trying to watch you. And I say trying because they're not getting very far. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't post a lot. Maybe you're somebody who, when you do post, it's something that is more like tarot or something that's like art or something that is kind of indirect from yourself. Maybe it's expressing parts of you, but it is not you. Like, you probably don't post a lot of pictures of yourself if you truly, truly resonate with what I'm saying right now. Um, I'm also I'm seeing something. I'm seeing something that I want to talk about, but it's hiding. And I feel like there's a part of you that you might be afraid to kind of express, and I feel like that part of you is afraid to express it because you think that if you start to express it, you're going to hurt somebody or you're going to hurt yourself, but mostly you might feel like you're going to hurt somebody. And we're about to pull a couple cards on that feeling because that's not really, you might be getting like a glimpse of something that is the aftermath of of aftermath of a beginning, but it isn't exactly the means. It's not the means. Like, there's no middle. You're just seeing something that is, but you're not seeing, like, there's no context, is what I'm trying to say. So, basically, we're just gonna split this deck. And I've just been pulling these cards. I just, like, I take whatever feels right. So this is upside down, and let me tell you something. It's upside down because I think you're right on the brink of it being right side up. Excuse me, so bad. Oh man, confirmation burp though. I think you're right on the brink of it because you're right on the brink of looking around. You're right on the brink of looking around and kind of seeing what's behind you, because right now you might not be aware of what's behind you. You might be like just angry. You like, you saw me. That was that energy at the beginning of this video. I'm out here barking at the moon, bro. So you saw you're starting to like see what's around you a little bit. And you're like, dang, like, yeah, that kind of sucks that people are out to get me. That kind of sucks that people want the worst for me. That kind of sucks that people don't love me to the intensity that they tried to tell me that they did. But at the same time, you know, you're still kind of like both of these. You're both of these energies. You're keeping that balance. You're keeping the balance. And you're really trying not to be too feral, and you're trying not to be too square as well, and I respect that about you. I think, and once again, if one of these days, like, I'll get a setup where you can see me flipping the cards, like, I'm not vandalizing the outcome. But yes, you are not getting, you're not receiving balance, but it's like you're giving it to the point that is almost, it's almost making people expect it from you, kind of. And even if you don't give anything, listen, if you don't give anything and you're aware of how much you have given in the past, I think that you might be at the point where you're kind of so used to over giving in the past that even giving a fraction of what you have, people expect that. People expect that little tiny like violin played for them from you because you've been through this hard time. You've been through, you know, the the kind of, I'm trying to get the right word here. You've been through kind of the misery. Like maybe you've had a lot for yourself, but you've been through the misery of not really having anybody to give it to. So now you got to the point where you feel like you need to give it to everybody because you're obligated to. So maybe you really had nothing in the past, but you had like physical stuff and you feel like you didn't deserve it because you you might just genuinely feel like the balance of physical and spirituality is not something that you deserve for yourself. You might feel like that because that's kind of what I'm getting at the end of the day. And you're going on this fool's journey to explain to yourself that, wow, you know, all of these little fractions of these lessons that I've been learning deserve space in my life. And they deserve to be acknowledged. They deserve to be sat down and told you're okay. And we can move on now. And you can come with me, but you're going to have to get in the back seat and you're going to get some fruity snacks. You're going to get some fruity snacks, though. You're going to get some chocolate milk. So it's going to be all right. So that's basically where I want to stop because my recording only goes to half an hour. Otherwise, I could do this for another half hour, which is probably dangerous because I won't stop and I won't stop talking. But yes, I do just want to insist yourself. Okay, I want to insist yourself, and I want to for you. If you're having a really difficult time saying like I deserve to be here and I'm really sick of explaining why I deserve to be here, then I want to personally under the power of the United States that is invested in me, give you the space to yourself to say that you gonna go on ahead and you gonna be yourself. You gonna go on ahead and you gonna have to give yourself space because it's time. It's time. And collective is coming back. Y'all keep it cool, kind of classy.